I get to Airbnb, I think this is an interesting thing I have to tell you first. So I went to Puerto Rico about 2014 in December. So I landed in San Juan. This is the main city here in Puerto Rico. I couldn't find a place to stay, so I looked on Airbnb for a place to stay, and I ended up finding a place here. I have to travel there by boat. The catch is, it's not just a home, it's a tent on the beach. So when I went there, I thought, oh no, it's going to be a horrible stay. I'm going to be kidnapped. I'm going to be robbed. I'm not going to find it. I came at 11 p.m. with my sister and my friend. I would met our host. She's 21 years old. I asked her, why are you hosting on Airbnb? You're so young. She said, I need to earn extra money to pay for my books and tuition. I'm a student and I can't afford my books and tuition. Okay? So that story was really amazing to me. That night, I slept in the tent, and let me tell you, that tent was so amazing. It's brand new. The mattress is memory foam mattress, so very comfortable, better than the one I have at home. She gave me a bag of toiletries so I can take a shower. She gave me a flashlight so that I don't get scared of the dark. I fell asleep under the stars, and I woke up next to the waves. You know how amazing that night was? I ended up extending my stay by 7 nights. That was one of my first times using Airbnb. I was so happy about it that I started sharing the story with other people. I met another Puerto Rican couple, and they asked me, how did you find out about this island? No one comes here. And I said, oh yeah, I found out about it on Airbnb. And they said, oh, I have an extra house in Puerto Rico. What can I do with it? Put it on Airbnb. Download this app right now, today. When I did that, I was thinking, I'm doing this for free because I care about it so much. I might as well apply for a job. The very next day, I applied for a job at Airbnb. How do we grow without growing out of order? Like staying healthy, staying sustainable, staying a strong collaborative culture. You need to continually innovate, and we have innovation everywhere, from our product, our platform, to our culture. So first of all, we have very strong core values. We believe in doing the right thing. What are core values? It's really the way we define how you work with each other. We have 4 main core values: champion the mission, embrace adventure, be a host, and be a serial entrepreneur. Be a serial entrepreneur is a joke on what I told you earlier with the cereal. We also talk about championing the mission. So here's an example of what champion the mission means. Prioritize work that advances the mission. Build with the long term in mind, not only the short term. Actively participate in your company's culture and also the community. So continual innovation is important not only in the office, but also in the rest of the economy. And it's important because first we have to understand, how did the sharing economy come about? It is born from 5 megatrends: people, technology, climate, economy, and travel. There's 2 sides to it really. If we understand the way the sharing economy works, you can see there's labor and capital. And as the sharing economy expands into other areas, you're going to see a lot more adjacencies between different organizations, companies. It's a very codependent world. And there are so many different things you can share. So you can share basketballs even. You can also share, cars, homes, pets, tools, gardens. You might recognize some of these companies, right? Do most of you recognize these companies? At least 2? Yeah? You might use them, right? So there are tons of sharing economy apps, and you can expect to see more going forward because the sharing economy really allows for other types of ideas to come into the platform, and you'll see that there's a lot more different opportunities. There are a lot of jobs being created for the sharing economy, and jobs that you would never have guessed would be here. And it's perfect for the generation like you because you are studying and you're probably at a job right now, or you're going to start a new job, or you're going to look for a new job. So it's really interesting how the sharing economy might impact the way you apply and think of jobs. So let's get ready for the second case study. Okay, business travel. I'm going to go through this pretty fast, but let's see if you guys can listen. I think we might have some prizes for people who can answer some questions later. So business travel is going to be really important, especially for all of you, especially as you travel for work. So we realize that business travelers want the same type of feeling that Airbnb guests have when they travel for leisure. They want to be able to work, but also relax and not have to feel like they live out of a suitcase. So we were approached by a company called Salesforce to help them out with a big conference called Dreamforce. They expected about 170,000 attendees, and they knew that these people might have a hard time to find accommodation. The thing is, we weren't ready for them, but we didn't turn them down. We said, let's make this a case study. First, we listened to them. What do they want? They want to be able to streamline the booking experience. Their travel managers have to be able to have visibility and manage the expenses. They also want high-quality listings that their employees will enjoy. Okay, so knowing all this, we designed business travel for Airbnb, where you can search for homes, work from them, and still feel like you're in a business travel ready type of home. So here's an example of a business travel ready home. And now the business travel ready homes have a little badge so you can actually see which ones are business travel friendly. And when they're business travel friendly, maybe it means that they have Wi-Fi, a laptop friendly workplace, self check-in, shampoo, hangers. And this is a way that you can pay. So you can see that we made it a lot easier for travel managers, and we were able to partner with Salesforce to reduce the friction and to actually use Airbnb for their employees. Here's an example of how else you can use Airbnb while you work. So there are many companies that will now approach us to use Airbnbs for team building. Sometimes in Singapore, I will even use an Airbnb to bring my team there for brainstorming on strategy for the company, or to do team building so we can help to get to know each other. There are kitchens as well, so some people like to cook while they travel. And these are many of the companies that use us today. Maybe you recognize one or two of them, or maybe all of them. Even banks are using us, and one interesting thing about this is that the reason why they use us is because their interns went and requested to use Airbnb for business travel. And why this is important: 3 out of 4, 75% of the global workforce will be millennials by 2025. And millennials say that they want to be themselves at work. They want to feel like they can work comfortably, like they're working from home, and they want the flexibility. But one thing's for sure is that Airbnb is like a rocket ship. When I first got offered a job, I didn't really think too much about it, because as Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, once said, if you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, you don't ask which seat. So I just jumped on. And earlier, Sheryl also asked me, what is your leadership style and how do you continue to lead with your groups? I really do believe that to go forward as a strong leader, you want to embrace change and be open to challenge. And if you stay curious and hungry as students and beyond class, I think that will take you really far.